Hello, ancestors. Why are the criminals on the run for? What have they done? Most of them are scattering. They're running. They're hiding. They don't want to be seen. What have they done? Spirit, what have they done? People getting nervous because of how you know everything. So that's why they're on the run, because you know every person that was involved. So pretty much, this is why these people are running, scattering, hiding, don't want to be known, don't want to be seen. People getting nervous because of how you know everything. So that means these people are somewhat caught of their activities, what crimes they have committed towards you, and they know they are not protected at this time. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know, Spirit? Take the mask off when you speak to me. Okay, so there could be a thing that they cannot manipulate Pool River psychology. They can't play their games anymore. Can dish it out, but can't handle it. Oh, so it got too hot for them. So from everything they have done towards you, every crime, so that means any person you have called out, they were wearing a mask telling people, like pretty much they try to play this reverse psychology. Their mask is falling off and people are starting to wake up. And that's why people are nervous, because you know everything. Pretty much, they know they cannot wear a mask around you. And for whoever they went towards, they also were wearing a mask. But others are starting to see they just ran their mouths a cash they cannot cash out. They dished it out of doing crimes towards you, but now, since it's known, they can't handle it of what others understands. That's why these people are on the run. They're numb. They're scared that you have spoken so much truth. That's why they try to shut you up. This is why they try to get you to stop talking, is because they didn't realize they came after someone who has psychic abilities. That means you have spiritual protection. These people fucked around and found out how spiritual you was. They're now finding out that you do have psychic abilities. These people cannot believe that you know everything. That's why they are nervous, is because you were right about the people who was involved in whose cliques. Yeah, willpower. So yeah, they had the willpower to dish it out, but they couldn't handle it. They had the willpower to sit there and try to lie to people. So that means they went towards others and try to lie to other people who were also spiritual as well too. So these people, so something happened here while they're running. Yeah, peace. They didn't have the willpower to have peace in their heart. So pretty much these people who are nervous running knows they've done crimes against you. That's why they're on the run. They're nervous of you. You pretty much made their mask fall off. That now others are starting to see that you are a peaceful person if people will just leave you alone. And that's actually what's the thing here, is that others may have heard of you, others got in the mix, and guess what happened? Whatever narratives, whatever these criminals have said towards you, try to gang up on you, trying to down your spiritual gifts. That's why people got kind of curious. That's why a lot of people put their nose into it. Because these criminals have ran to a whole bunch of people asking them for help. And they wouldn't tell them nothing for except that this person has psychic abilities. They're weird. They don't know what they're talking about, until people started looking into it. What a person with spiritual gifts was talking about. They're starting to realize that anybody who comes after anybody with spiritual gifts, they're in for a rude awakening. Now they can't handle it, of trying to make it where you're not peaceful. People knew why people were trying to bring you non-peace in your life. But that's actually what scares these criminals, is that you have peace in your heart. You have peace in your life. You are very obedient. You are very gifted. And you have the willpower to understand that these people were going to get exposed. That's actually what they are nervous about. You have called out every person that had a part in this. Criminal acts upon you. It don't matter if it's committed or try to attempt. Yeah. If you have psychic abilities, you have a tendency to be a time traveler. That means you can travel in people's dreams to see what people are plotting and planning on you. That's actually what these people are getting nervous about, is because you know everything. So pretty much they are fearful of people who have spiritual gifts, that has psychic abilities, is because they did not realize that a spiritual person does have that clearance to dream, and that's when it's called a spirit walker. They can literally go into everybody else's dream and know what people are trying to plot and plan. That's what's making them scared. And they cannot see the spiritual person that's going into their dreams state. And the criminals are upset, pissed off, because their mask is falling off. That they were trying to bring you peace. No, they was not. They were trying to bring you path of destruction. That you are seeing it. You can feel it. That these people dished it out, but they can't handle the backlash of messing with a spiritual person. They did not realize how much clearance you had to go in somebody else's dream, to know everything, every plot against you. And then we got beauty, and then there's a mirror here. Some people need to do self-reflection. So people thought that it was beauty to bring issues to somebody who has psychic abilities. These criminals have to do self-reflection now of what they do. God does not play. The ancestors do not play out here. And the ancestors thinks this is very beautiful, because well-being. The ancestors thought it was your well-being to give you the clearance to go in people's dream state, to know what they were plotting and planning on you. And that's why these people are scared, because they're freaking out, because everything you talk about, they're like, this person was never here. How do they know everything? It's because the ancestors and God thought it was time for your well-being to give you that clearance to know what is going on. God will reveal your enemies. They will reveal their plots and plans. They will expose who is doing crimes against you. Yeah. And they knew that you had the confidence that they knew, God knew you would not abuse that clearance. That's why these people are nervous, is because of how confident of what you speak about is right. And they know that you're right. They're scared how confident you are in what you know about. Pretty much, God put the fear in them pretty much. And also, these people could be wondering that why are you so passionate? Like, these criminals right now are stating, why in the crap does this person has a passion to get us in trouble with the law? Like, why does this person have confidence? Like, why does this person get the privileges to do this? That ain't right. Well, God and the ancestors said differently. You don't mess with a spiritual person and get away with it. At that too. Yeah, freedom. That's the reasons why they're so upset, fearful, that you can see right through them, is because their freedom is going to be taken away from them. Meaning they could be going to prison for a very long time. They're afraid their freedom is going to be taken away from them. And that's what actually scares these people. You're making them nervous that you have pretty much, they're saying that the person with the spiritual gifts has confidence that the criminals had a conversation. Like I said, God gave people clearance, meaning permission. That is a privilege to know what these people are up to. These people, God said, okay, these people have done enough. Now it's time to get the spirit walkers to give them the clearance to know what people are doing in a dream state. That pretty much people were trying to plot and plan against people who had spiritual gifts. They tried to take away their freedom. God's not about to have that. And it's because these criminals did not think God was going to let you find out what they have done towards you. They got found out about. In the physical and in the dream state, which would be the spiritual realm too. Key word. Yeah, now they're freaking out because you're finding out what their intentions were. Yeah, and you can have a beautiful transformation. That's actually what they're mad about. They're upset at the fact of that you're having a transformation, that why do they not get these privileges? Is because what they're doing is unfavorable things. They transformation to a unfavorable person. They just fucked around to find out. Finding, that's how I take it. Yeah, there's gonna be prosperity. Sooner or later, it's gonna be prosperity. Where there's gonna be peace of mind. That the confidence, pretty much just by the spiritual person that is so confident and has compassion to have the well-being and the willpower to finding out that these people deserves to be put away. That's actually what's making these people mad. And then plus others are starting to find this out too. Yeah, then you got animals. So that means you got spiritual animals out here. You may have a wolf. You may have got a dove, a cat, an owl. An owl represents pretty much seeing stuff in the dark that people are trying to hide. That will come to the light. Meaning like stuff that goes on at nights, you will be shown. If you got the clearance, and that stuff is a privilege, you don't play with that stuff. You only do that stuff only if they okay it. You can't just go and jump into people's dreams when you feel like it. You gotta wait for the ancestors and God for that permission. Alright, so like I said, A cat is very swift. That's between life and death. So the black cat can mean that these people are getting bad luck. Or they could be nervous is because whatever happens in the dark is being found out about. Because the owl also represents one of the Greek goddesses too. And then you got a wolf. That represents not backing down. A very strong person. That means you are alpha. These people are weak. They came after a alpha person who is very strong willed, a fighter, a protector, and does the right thing. And then you got the moon in the background, and then you got a dove. They're mad because you got light, you got favor, and they don't. This is actually what's making them mad. That you have peace, you have willpower, you have well-being, you have confidence, you have beauty, you have freedom, you have compassion, you have prosperity. So these people try to take your light away from you. They just don't like your spiritual gifts. You know, they're going to have to deal with it and suck it up. They're just going to have to deal with it. That's why you don't go after someone, and someone's courage is going to cost them everything. That's why they're not talking at this time. Yeah, and you got spirit guides coming out confirming that. You got spirit guides coming out here confirming this as well too. So what else do we got here? Spirit. Behind the criminals are on the run. True crime on the run. And like I said, these criminals do something towards you and they like to flee the scenes. They do something and they run. And they're mad that you know about that too. And then they want to try to return to the scene of the crime. And then they cry and bitch. Because you're finding out. And then we got a sussing. So meaning like these criminals were trying to mind fuck you. They were trying to blind others of what you knew about the truth got found out about. So there were people, these criminals did not want people to find out what you were trying to talk about. Because they knew if others found out what they have done towards you, they try to blindside others. And it didn't work. Yeah, they actually need to learn how to love themselves, and they don't. When they go out here and harming others, doing criminal acts, possibly a sex trafficker, RICO acts. That's how I'm seeing it. They try to attack you in every each way. They even try to take away your freedom, but that's what's going to happen to these people. So why do you think that these criminals are on the run? Is because they know their freedom is going to be taken away by what they try to blind the situation of what they do. Yeah, surrender. They were probably told to surrender. And they didn't. They should have, though. Because now they're hurting themselves at this time. That's what they're doing. And then we got the void, meaning that stuck in a really bad cycle, meaning like not caring, always in darkness, never wants to get out, always in really, like these criminals were probably told not to even touch you, to not try him or her, because they will know and they will reveal what you do. Now these people found out the hard way that now they're in the void, meaning like they're stuck in a really weird mentality where they feel like they can't get out of anything. They're always in negativity and a very negative headspace. This card is very dark. looks like someone's just laying there in depression because of their own actions. They were told to surrender. Now they're regretting all their decisions of going up against you. That's how I'm seeing it. Yeah, then people were having pleasure. They were told, why are you doing this to somebody? And it's because they said they had pleasure out of this. Because they didn't want some people with spiritual gifts to have pleasure out here. So they thought they could take it away from you. Meaning like what you enjoy. These people tried to destroy you. But these criminals hurt themselves. They should have surrendered. Now they're going to have to learn the harsh way. Whether they like it or not. Yeah, and they hungered. So there could have been people who... there goes the void again. So I'll keep that out. Yeah, they need to do self-reflecting. That they hungered for this attention to come back upon the predators, the gang stalkers, people who were purposely trying to hurt, try to kill, harm, do crimes. They hungered for this energy to come out. Now they're really nervous because they're an energy vampire. They just kept doing it like they're a hungry wolf. Now, since they were a hungry wolf, now they got other wolves ready. You got a black wolf, and then you got a white wolf. So, it's between good and evil. That pretty much the white one's going to come in to protect. And the black one is just don't care. So, pretty much they're not a really big bad wolf. They're just a coward. And what they do, yeah. They were told to release what they were trying to do to you for years, months, weeks, years, past life, this life. They were told not to do it. They were told to release it. Because now you got masculines coming in. You got people up in their masculine energies realizing that the person with spiritual gifts is not the issue. Divine masculine is coming in, getting the bullies to knock it off. Pretty much, the masculines are the ones who goes after the bullies. The ones who are trying to cause harm. They don't tolerate that kind of stuff, and people are having a realization that the criminals are the ones who are nervous. They're the ones who were being pretty much mindfuckery, reverse psychology, trying to do a blind eye. Maybe there could have been a masculine who told all these group of people, you better surrender and release, or you're going to have a lot of people on your ass. They're starting to realization it now, that you're not a joke out here. You're not someone to be played with. And the force is backing you up. They did not realize you were going to find out what's going on. And plus, maybe these people didn't realize how many people are spiritually connected to you as well. Who's doing right by standing up for a spiritual person. Yeah, the divine masculine is going to make these criminals take self-responsibility, resilience. Yeah, these criminals need to take self-responsibility because they have resistance. They're nothing but narcissistic. All they want to do is hurt and harm for fun. They really don't want to be kind. All they want to do is hurt and harm and be narcissistic. Like I said, divine masculines will know who is the real issue here. And it looks like to me that there are divine masculines coming in, running off the people who have been plotting and planning on you, and the criminals. That's why they're on the run. That's why they're hiding. That's why they're nowhere to be found. Because they don't want to take self-responsibility. Pretty much the black wolf started something they can't finish. And then the white one comes in as protection. The black one is sitting there in fear, scared, nervous. that maybe they should have backed off now that there's other people coming in and telling these people they need to take self-responsibility for being a narcissistic. Being insidious with their attentions. You know? These people just will never learn. Like, these people thinks that you have nobody. That's where they messed up. Then you got the Queen of Moon out here. Yeah, you got a queen. You got the goddess of Moon. Moon's protection as well, too. She's coming in. She's the mother figure. She's the one who comes in and protects people. So you got divine masculines, and then you got the goddess of the moon out here. Is because there are people who are blossoming, meaning that people are just so right down jealous of what you know, your gifts. They're just trying to hurt you. They're mad because the criminals are mad at you because you're blossoming into a beautiful divine being that you are meant to be, and these people are just jealous of it because you have growth, and these criminals have no growth, they have no help, they have no spiritual protection whatsoever. It's from what I'm seeing. Can I get one card, please and thank you? Yeah, they're in fear. They're in fear. Ain't that a surpriser, huh? These people were trying to play this, well, they were going to try to put fear, right? Now they have to go through the dark, yeah, they're in the dark night of the soul. They're more in, like, darkness. Like, they're more on the dark side. They're mean, they're evil, they're cruel. And there's people coming in that's light to get it to stop. Or there's people coming in making these criminals nightmares to come true. And they thought you weren't shit. Well, these criminals are finding out you ain't the one to be screwed with. You got people backing you up regardless. There's a cage again. There's a cage with a whole bunch of crows. That criminals are in an egg, hunched over, crying, while you're out. And these crows are literally coming out of this black dress. They're fearful that whatever you have caught, whatever you have documented, whatever you have said, some people are about to go to prison. And they know it from not leaving you alone. Others may have warned these criminals, you need to back up, you need to back off. You're going to end up going to prison if you do not back off of this person for what they know and what they acknowledge and what they understand. That's why they're in fear mode. Because they didn't think certain masculines were on your side. These criminals are scared shitless right now. At this time, these criminals are scared shitless of you. And they're scared at these divine masculines who's coming in to get these people to act right. So pretty much, these criminals were putting fear into you, making you fight, making you go through everything and anything. These masculines will come in and be the criminals' worst fucking nightmares to come. They are the ones who comes in to put people in check and put people in their places. They literally thought they were a wolf. They thought that they were mean and cruel. These divine masculines are very ruthless towards criminals. That can also be what the issue is here too. That these criminals are also mad and upset because these divine masculines have been watching you, what you have been documenting, what you've been saying, the corruption, what people are doing. crimes that needs to be stopped, these divine masculines are coming in. It don't matter if you're a man or a woman. They're coming in to make people take self-responsibility, and it's scaring the criminals who came after you in any type of way, of any shape or form. They're scared that these divine masculine, it don't matter if you're a man or a woman, they're scared that these masculines are going to be putting these criminals in prison. You got divine masculines trying to get these people locked up in prison for a very good long time for what they are doing out on these streets. That's what's pretty much putting the fear in your criminals. That's been going up against you, constantly coming at you, constantly not stopping. These people are finding out that they fucked around, they found out. They should have just left you alone. That's what they're finding out the hard way. So, let's find out with the Fallen Angel deck. What? I'm going to need the book, though. It's right there. Let's find out what they got to say real quick. Let's find out what the Fallen Angel Jack. What does that even mean? Angel Jack. I may have to look that up. Never said that before. Or unless maybe the criminals are making fun of angels and making fun of the ancestors, calling these people their Jack. Nothing. They're still talking shit, but they're in fear though. That's what they do. They talk crap and smack when they're in fear. They don't like it when stuff comes back upon them folks. When it mirrors back, it scares them. Yeah, and you got inspiration. And then you got like a hospital symbol here. Pretty much. That's what you got so far. So 49. Inspiration. Strive for harmony with your fellows and listen to your instinct. So that means listen to your intuition. Logical solutions, and then it is time to rest or trust your intuition and feeling. So pretty much, this is actually what's upsetting the criminals who came at you, is because you listen to your gut intuition. You pay attention to your feelings. They may not know that you're clairvoyant. How gifted you are. It's what it is. Forms of divination. So that means these people are scared of you because you can call out past, present, future events. They did not realize they were going up a witch. They did not realize who they were fucking with in the first place. That's actually what is scaring the criminals. The reasons why you know everything is because you do definition. I've even had to look that up myself one time, and it means you could just see past, present, future events. You can know stuff without being told. That's what definition is. You will call out some. You know, you could just be randomly talking to somebody, and you may not realize you may have told somebody what was going to happen. That's that scenario too. That's actually what they're upset about, is that you seen what was going to happen, and these criminals thought you were a joke. They literally thought you were joking. You got deception. You got snakes around these people. There's people trying to fight for their lives. They're literally trying to get away from what is wrapping around them. That's very attractive for the criminals. self. Let me see. If your own consciences is clear, beware of theft. If not, be aware of exposure. Yeah, so these criminals had no idea. They were coming up against somebody who can do divination and that can expose these people for who they are. Yeah. That put others on their trail. Put others on to their trail. Bring them to justice. That's actually what they're scared of. Is that these people, what they have done criminally towards you for years, months, weeks, or in a past life, it don't matter. Take it for however it resonates. That these people are getting closer. That's actually what's scaring these criminals, is that they're leaving trails. They're not hiding them. That is being closer for people to have justice. Bring them to justice. It's what it is. These people deserve karma. Justice also means justice system. Now, think about it. There's a cage here. Freedom. There's another cage. That's 2. So that's confirmation. There's people about to go to prison. They're about to go away for a really long time. That they didn't hide their trails very well. And what they were doing towards others on the down low. They're just now finding out who you are. That they should have backed off of you. Do they listen? No. That's okay though. Seduction. Huh. So exposure of seduction. Divination. Somebody seen something of an event that somebody was going to get exposed for it eventually about seduction. And it may not be. Someone could be saying it was seduction, but it wasn't seduction, if that makes any sense. That may have been a manipulation tactic right there, that it wasn't going to be that. It was actually going to be a plan to hurt someone, to assault someone. So, seduction. A glamorous, possible lover appears, but tread carefully to avoid heartbreak. So the criminals are heartbroken because they hurt themselves of what they have done to you. Of what they've done, others know about it. It got found out about. And for the people who told the criminals not to do it, they're getting involved now. It's not pleasant. These masculines are bringing people to justice. Meaning like making people understand you are going to take self-responsibility for what you do to others that didn't deserve the crimes being done. We got command. And then we got respite. Reverse. I may have to read that to understand that too, though, real quick. So I'll go to command real quick. Oh, it's right here. Awesome. I should turn on a light, though. Kind of doing this in the dark. I gotcha. Okay. Command. Take control of your life by learning from the masters of your professions. So, masters, ascendant masters, is coming in to teach people a lesson. Handcrafts such as woodwork, engineering, building, construction, teaching that abstract learning should be balanced by practical. Yeah, people were not balanced when they thought things through. So pretty much they're not learning to control their own life. They're letting the devil control them. They are letting their bad behaviors control them, like excuses to control these criminals, what they do, because they were told to do it. So that's like an excuse right there for others. I will put that back in reverse real quick. I need to look up number 43 real quick. So yeah, pretty much the criminals are mad is because you know how to take control of your own life, and they were trying to control yours, and it didn't work out very well for them. So pretty much if these people couldn't control you, oh yeah, reversed. Oh yeah. Oh man. Give me a minute. I'll put that back in reverse. So reverse. Respite is no peace. Peace and prosperity appear to be yours to enjoy, but prepare for harder times. So yeah, it looks like to me there's going to be no peace, no prosperity. They're not enjoying. And they're going to have to prepare for hard times coming their way. Yeah, they're not going to be able to sit there to enjoy peacetime. People just want to relax and enjoy their good fortune. Yeah, these people have no good fortune. That means it is often avoided. Peace through strength is significant. Yeah, so these people avoided. So these people wanted issues. These people didn't want peace. These people did not want prosperity. They wanted people to avoid what they have done of trying. So these people are trying to avoid of trying to bring you non-peace, no prosperity. They were trying to bring you hard times, but it's coming back on them pretty quick. It's because they do not have control of themselves. They're letting everybody and anybody control them. Yeah, that's what it is. They're being controlled like puppets on a string. That's an issue itself. And then you got a partnership. Looks like to me trouble in paradise. Yeah, then you got illusion. So pretty much somebody was trying to bring issues in a partnership where the illusion is gone. Pretty much somebody did something, was told to do something. They were told not to do it. They did it anyways. They have no peace in their life. They asked for this smoke. Now they're fighting for their own lives. That's a hospital symbol. They didn't realize you knew. The illusion is that for them wearing a mask, the illusion is gone. And that's where the illusion part also is assessing, is that they tried to blind a situation pretty bad, where there will be transformation, and that people can transform into a beautiful person. Yeah, danger of loss. They're afraid of losing their respect. They're afraid of people not respecting them anymore. That's actually what they're nervous about, is that people are not going to look up to them anymore. These criminals are scared. They have pretty much messed up pretty bad. They messed up their own reputation by what they were doing. And then we got danger. Could I get one more card? And then I'll get to it. Have one more. Just one. And then enlightenment. That means people are alignment, meaning that they're understanding a situation, why somebody was trying to bring danger, and why the criminals were trying to hide it. Their understanding, secrecy is pretty much trying to cloak what they were doing. It was seen. The illusion's gone. So pretty much they were trying to hide their hands, their involvements, or their accomplices, I would say, of pretty much they screwed themselves. But let me go to 37 real quick. Guard against theft. Not just of money and goods, but reputation. Exactly. They're afraid of losing. They've already lost their reputation. These criminals are not respected. They're not looked in the same light anymore. People do not like them. They're very disrespectful. They're hateful. They're the devil's bitch. And what they do, they have no heart. They have no compassion. And that's probably why there's people being heartless and ruining these criminals' reputations for what they try to hide to do. Because they try to ruin a person for no reason. Adapt a cloak of invisibility so you can further your plans strictly. Yeah, these people did not hide their trails very well. They really didn't, because others found out about what they were doing, what they were up to. And then I need to go to 45. Yeah, it's 45. Danger. You need a champion both to understand your position and help to fight your corner. That's actually why these criminals are on the run. They're scared. Is because you have help. You got help. Meaning, like, these criminals thought you had nobody fighting in your corner. Meaning, like, these people thought you were alone. That's where they screwed up. Alright. And then the alignment. And then it also could be that they could also try to hide the fact of that they had hidden people to fight in their corner, but in secret they do not have their back. They're just trying to get answers at that too. That's where the illusion is too. Yeah, these criminals, that's why they're getting nervous, because you do divination. They know you dream, you're going to know. You have the willpower. You have the willing, the compassion, the confidence to know what you're talking about is right. And that's what scares the crap. Your spiritual gifts scare these people so bad. That's what it is that these people cannot wear a mask around you. They might towards everybody else, but they know when it comes to you, they better come correct. Or they're going to get spiritually be put in check. But I believe this is all I got for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. That's why the criminals are on the run, because they're scared that they lost their reputation, and there's people making sure that these criminals don't be looked at the same way ever again. Like people who are trying to pretend like they didn't do anything towards you, but they know they did. Oh yeah, they need to take self-responsibility. They're going to end up in prison, and there's people going to make sure that these people go away for a really long time. That's probably where the energy's coming in. Can dish it out, but can't handle it. That's what they can't handle. They cannot handle all this evil stuff going back upon these criminals that have done it to you for weeks, months, years, or in a past life, or past life of a past life, and then now this life. That's what they're scared about now. Is that their stuff is not, it's not hidden. It's known. The ancestors, the illusion is gone. When you got the ancestors and God on your life, the illusion is not going to work. The mind fuckery, the reverse psychology is not going to work on you. But it will towards others if they don't know a situation. So that's why there's alignment. Meaning that people are understanding where you are coming from. They are understanding. There are people who are listening to you about what people are bringing danger to others out here. There are people in alignment with you. You may not know it yet. That's why there's some masculines coming in. Gonna make these people pay for what they've done towards you. Towards innocents. Who didn't deserve the torture, the mistreatment, the disrespect, the hatefulness. The divine masculines are coming in and gonna show these criminals what it's really like to be treated like fucking shit. They're not gonna be able to handle it either. But this is all I got for tonight. Hope you guys have a lovely night.